I am a salesman and I have been in sales all my life. I have sold a lot of things, starting from nursery plants, which my wife does today. Some finance is something which I picked up late, and my interest in economics came very late. But I always remain a salesman and a marketing guy at heart, though I have retired a long time and do very little sales or marketing these days. So people ask me how to sell things which are intangible and how to go about it. First, let me tell you what is tangible and intangible. If you are selling me a phone, then you are selling me something tangible, something I can see, I can use, I can touch, I can feel. The five sense organs are used to sell a tangible product. I can see a phone, I can feel it, I can hear it, sometimes I can even smell it. Only thing I can't taste it. But intangible products are products that I cannot give any sensory expense. So I have to sell something that cannot be seen, something that cannot be felt, something you cannot hear, something you cannot taste. So how do you do that? That is the topic which I wanted to pick up today. Selling a tangible thing is very easy. I can demo. If you like the product, then it's a matter of pricing. Selling intangible is putting your reputation online. So let us see 6 steps we can take to sell intangible products. Why do I say this? Because always I've been saying you should develop a second hustle. And most time in the second hustle, I have been talking about selling your skills. Selling your skill is selling something intangible. But before we get into this, hit the like button of my video. Keep the comments coming so that we can engage with you. Press the subscribe button of my video. Persuade your friends and relatives to do the same. Turn on the bell notification so that every video that I put out comes to you. The algorithm does not push the video if you have just subscribed to it. You will have to search for my videos. Welcome back to Be Rich. So, the first thing you should do when you sell an intangible is make it as personally as possible. The fastest way to make a product tangible is to make it personal. So you have to tell the customer that if he takes the service that you are offering, what will he get from it? What are his benefits? And how is he going to improve it? It is not enough to be an expert in the skill that you possess, but also you should know the subject of the customer's industry very well. Because if you are going to serve the customer, if you don't have a feel for his industry, how are you going to do well? So, knowing your client's industry is a very important thing. You should know the difference between a client and a customer. A customer is a transactional thing, whereas a client is a fiduciary responsibility. In a fiduciary responsibility, if you win, the client wins. The client loses, you lose. There is no question of you winning and the client losing. This is making it personal. Second, make it simple. Most of the services, consulting in finance, in health and other things, are complex. Most people, once they have gone out of college and are working in a set routine, do not have the time and patience to learn something new. What they would like is to be made things as simple as possible. This is why television anchors tell me that most people who watch news have mental age of 5 and we have to appeal to the lowest common denominator. It is like this. You have to be very clear and make it very simple. Today you have, say, a barber shop and then you have an app which sends the barber home. Now, the easiest way to do this is call it the Uber for barbershops. People will be able to connect, associate, and make it. As the pandemic ranged, I found a service, Urban Clap, which sends a barber home, which makes my life difficult. The pandemic has ended. I have not gone back to my barber. Third, you should be able to track the progress made by your client regularly and correctly, and be willing to tell the client what he is up to. Sometimes it is better to be transparent. So you should be able to deliver the bad news also. If it pays to be open and clear and tell exactly what is happening so that the client gets to know exactly what is happening to him in the field in which you are consulting. Point number 4, accentuate the trivial. Talk up little things. Most of the time, the customer will not realize little things that he get. Suppose you are a financial planner and you have recommended a stock. Most people don't consider dividends that they have received. So if your services are similar to what a competitor is doing, then these little things you pick up and tell your client becomes a part of a solution. It becomes a big differentiator and builds up your brand with the client. Point number 5, you should know how to use and calculate return of investment. It's not enough that if you use a spreadsheet, ideas need muscle in order to gain traction. So, how do you use muscles? Set up whiteboards, visualization, pictures, napkin max. These are great ways to get the ball rolling. Whenever I try to explain to somebody to whom I consult on how they will do well, I use a napkin to illustrate what are the advantages of going for a certain product and what are the disadvantages in going for an alternate product. So, it is possible that unless you illustrate and give him a rough idea of what he is going to gain, there is no way he is going to stick with you. First thing, sell peace of mind. What you are really selling as an intangible when you sell your skill, you are telling the client that if he does this, he is going to get peace of mind. You are selling trust. The client learns to put his trust in you. If you break that trust, then it becomes a transaction. Most brokers fail because they treat it transactionally. This is why I said breaking a trust is breaking fiduciary responsibility. Treat each customer as a client, and that you have a fiduciary responsibility that he does well and he gains. If your client gains, automatically you will gains. Finally, learn to make intangible things tangible. So, how do I do this? You take examples of proven stories of people who have succeeded before you and then tell him that there is a possibility that he will succeed. Thank you for watching. Be rich. It's a great privilege and honor that so many of you in thousands have subscribed to my channel and have supported me. I have written 2 books in English, The Alchemy of Money and Ordinary Stocks, Extraordinary Profits. These books are published by us and are ready. If you want to procure a copy, send us a message to the WhatsApp number given below and my team would respond to you. If you want an Amazon Kindle copy, you can click the link below. Finally, those who wish to consult with me can send a mail to berichenglish@gmail.com. Once again, I thank you for your support. If you like this video, press the subscribe button of my channel, hit the like button and turn on the bell notification.